Hello everyone, it's your boy Proph Rye here, and I'm back with another video, another epic creative content. Oh man, I know a lot of people are thinking, this guy's doing videos rapid. What's going on? What's today's topic? Well, listen people, man. Something you have to scratch your brow. The topic today, people, is selfishness and spitefulness. Now, a lot of people are probably thinking, what do you have to say about that? Well, I just want to say, people, those are spirits. And with me, you might as well say everything is a spirit, because you're going to hear me say, this is a spirit, this is a spirit, which is true. These are bad spirits that people choose to carry. Now, in life, it's good to help people. I've spent all of my life helping people and got nothing in return. Many people let me down. Many people run off with money. Many people act like I've done nothing for them. But at the end of the day, guess what? The good thing is you just leave all of that to God. There's a lot of people that even owe me money, and guess what? I didn't even ask them back for it. I didn't tell myself, listen, I want to go and get a gun or a knife and hurt someone or harm someone. You know why? Because sometimes we need to learn people. You don't need to do those stuff. Because at the end of the day, doing that to someone, helping someone out, and they do stuff like this back to you in return, you need to understand that you have a clean heart. You have a clean heart. Not everybody have a clean heart. Not everyone is caring. Not everyone will take the hat off their head. Not everyone will take the shirt off their back. And you just have to understand that. No matter how much good you've done for people, they will still be selfish and spiteful. You get me? Now, I've got a few scenarios on this topic. You get me? I'm going to talk about my big brother first with this one. You get me? Because when it comes to selfishness and spitefulness, and don't get me wrong, he shares. There's time where he shares. I don't have a problem with that. I share as well. But there was a time where I was homeless, people. You get me? And I needed somewhere to stay for maybe I needed somewhere to stay for a good while. But at the end of the day, I knew I was on a journey, and even he would have turned his back on me, and even I couldn't be around him. Because even I had my friend, I'm going to get into him after anyways, but my big brother, man, you get me? It was just probably 2-3 days laying my head. And when I tell you, people, nothing but selfishness and spitefulness. And if I tell you, even when Tesco lay him off for like 4 weeks, I think it was 2 months they laid him off because I was investigating something. I brought him to work with me, people, and he was making good money. When he saw that he was making serious money off removals, he couldn't even believe it. You get me? But in the end, he ran off back to Tesco's and leaving me with the van and leaving me with something that we started, which would have been a good brother's business. You get me? So you can see sometime God will put people or a family in a situation, in a predicament where they can all use their head together and focus on life together and actually build a business together. You get what I'm trying to say? It would have been amazing business. It would have been a brother's removal, and there was even some jobs, people, where it was going far out. You can even see even 500, 600 for the day. And I'm talking about you're only gone for like 5 hours, which means we have the whole day to still grind. There'll be times in the evening where even just to go and do a little £60 job, he's like, nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Now, you can see how money messes up people. You get me? And how people become selfish and bitterness and spiteful. Because at the end of the day, God has rewarded you to come and work with your brother. You lot could have made a good family business going on. We had a nice large van. It could do a full house removal. We're all seeing money. You get me? But because you've just seen £500 from this job, you believe that £60 is no good for you no more. You get me? Can you see where this is going, people? And bearing in mind, we all know the wages for Tesco is 1,000, maybe 400 a month after tax. So when he saw that we can get even 500, 600 in one job, he couldn't believe it. It was happy days, a lot of takeaway, a lot of things. He started becoming selfish to even thinking this is a business that we're running. You get me? Some people only think about themselves. They're not thinking long term. Yeah, I'm telling you, you have some people out here, people. My brother's older than me. He's 40, probably I think 43 now, something like that. Yeah, and he's becoming old. He's getting old, and it's not old to be honest. But you're becoming an age where even from the age of 30 years old, you should have been more on point with life, and understand that. Listen, yeah, you got to look to God for some type of sign, because you have to ask yourself, why is nothing working? What's going on? Why am I in the same predicament? Has somebody hold me down? You get me? But you come onto a good opportunity like this where God has said, you know what? Let's see if this family is really going to build itself. I'm telling you, people, I'm telling you, there's a lot of times where I sit back and I'm by myself and I think about things, and I laugh to myself and I say, you know what? These people really messed up. These people really messed up, because the amount of ideas I came with and the amount of opportunities I came with, they all sold out themselves and they all flopped themselves in the end. In the end, they turned against the sorcerer. I'm the man of the source in the family. You get me? And if you see my family, it's a very big family, people. But everyone is selfish and everyone is spiteful towards each other. No one actually cares about each other, and there's no love there. The only time you see them is a family party once in a while. Apart from that, nobody knows each other. And if you get into a problem, you better understand, no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to help you. I've been there and I've witnessed it for myself. You get me? Family is only family when something is going on, like a wedding or something like that. Apart from that, you'll see everyone come there and everyone talks about everyone. Everyone's back-chatting everyone. Everyone has got something bad to say about someone to someone. And then when you get there, you wonder why everyone is looking at people weird and funny, because they seem to have a joke in their head that someone is shared. You get me? That is not love. That's not family to me. You get me? You have to cut all of that out. Sometimes you have to move on with your own life and realize, listen, you are your own what you got. You are all you got. And God. You get me? And it's simple as that. Spiteful. So Tesco must have gave him the go-ahead to come back. And he left me with the van. He left me with a debt as well. And he said that I was spending money on this, I was spending money on that, not knowing that it costs money to run a business, people. It costs money to run a business. You get me? But we could have saved up all our money together, yeah? And we was renting a van for a stupid cheap price, £600 a month. It was an old van, but it was making the money. It was doing what it was meant to do. God be the glory for that. Once you have a vehicle that can actually make you do what you need to do, what else more can you ask for? So all we could have done there was put our head down. He could have told himself, forget about Tesco. Even less than a year, people. Less than a year. We could have worked hard, Monday to Sunday, motivating each other to do at least 3 jobs a day. And I'm telling you, by the end of the year, we could have had money together as a family, and we could have bought our own first loot and removal van. And that's the big van with the tail lift. And we would have had a lot of money put down to literally put a deposit down on the Luton van. And right now, me and him could have been all over England doing massive jobs, because we was killing it. People was loving our service. He's got the manpower. I've got the manpower. I've got the brains for it. You get me? He's good at it because he's got the. You get me? But sometimes he's complaining, saying that I'm telling him what to do, and I'm telling him not to say certain things around the customer. But you have to know how to conduct yourself when you're around people and you're doing business. And this is what I'm trying to say. A lot of people you see them, they're working in these Tesco's and that. But when it comes to actually business-minded and doing business work, self-employed work, if you don't work, you don't eat. They don't understand. And when you try teaching that, you're my I'm his younger brother, so now I shouldn't be teaching him anything. I shouldn't be telling him anything because he's way older than me. But at the end of the day, what is he teaching me? What is he telling me? But you don't see me complaining about that. You get me? But it just shows you how people are. A lot of people think because they're older than you, they don't want to take no talk from you or no advice or none of these things because you're younger than them. But the worst thing is when you can see everything that's going wrong in their life and why they're at a certain age, and you get me, nothing is going on for them, nothing is happening for them. You miss God by a mile away, brother. It's true. You get me? You've took things into your own hands and you've messed up big time. You got a generational curse, you got all type of curse going on. You don't even know this shit. What are you serving? What are you serving? And then they want to be selfish and spiteful. You get me? And that's how my brother was. Many people are like that. I come across many people that are like that. You get me? And I'm looking back at things today and I'm laughing to myself because I've got my own thing going on. And don't get me wrong, I have my ups and downs. You get me? But I'm a one man going through my trials and tribulation. I'm happy. I might not have nothing like that, but I'm happy. I've got my own little runaround. and I'm by myself. I'm doing my own little thing. So now I have to use all my knowledge and all my work, all my effort to myself. And I have to just keep on pushing to the mark. He's back in Tesco. That's where he wanted to go. You get me? So after that violation, and he got a payout. Let me tell you how selfish and spiteful people are. My brother is. He got a payout, people, because he got his job back, and they paid him back. What was it called? They paid him money for the days that he missed, people, and what else did they give him? He got compensation. That's it, compensation, because his union rep to fight for his case, and he was in the right. And they gave him almost they gave him about £4,000. £4,000 for the 2 months that he was away. £4,000, and the money that Meaning was making from the van for the past 2 months. He should have been, if he had the brains, people, and because he's not used to money and he has no discipline, doesn't know God for himself. If he used his brains, he would have been able to put an extra £5,000 on top of that £4,000 that they gave him. And let me tell you something, people. By the next month was done, he was on zero. God strike me down if I'm telling a lie. He was on zero. He started giving money around, and this is how the family are. The family are bitter. They're not business minded themselves. So they see that someone's got a lump sum of money, and everyone is literally feeding off that money now. So my mum got a good amount out of it. He gave some to. He's got kids, but he done this, he done that, he done that. But a real wise man would know. Listen, that £4,000 is getting put away. You get me? And then he could have thought with his mind and said, yeah, my brother's got the van and we're doing the removal thing. That was going good, you know. Worked at Tesco for another extra month or two, knowing that he's been working at Tesco for 13 years and he's still on zero right now as we speak. That money that he got there, he could have put that aside, and he could have left Tesco, and Meaning would have had a full-time removal job going on, and he would have been able, people, we would have been able to have a van right now. But you can see, my man's got so much power to where man's going sauna and gym 3 to 4 times a week after he works five days at Tesco, because he's got so much energy. He's doing the wrong job. He doesn't even know that the Most High was pushing him to work with me, you know, because I'm the one that's business minded. I'm the one that's got the business skill and how it works, the business. You know what I mean? He chose to go back to Tesco after he saw how much money he was making. It's like my man's got. It's like my man. It's like I just didn't understand it, people. I just didn't get it. If you can make almost, I'm telling you, if you do serious jobs, people, I'm talking about go long distance job. I've gone on a job with a guy called Eddie that I was working with before to Cromwell a whole day, and he got like the woman paid him like £3,000. That was for the whole day's worth of work. And then my man's got like 3 people working with him, manpower, and he's only giving people 2 bills. Selfishness and spitefulness again. Then time there, this is not, he's not even employing anyone like that. He's literally got the man them going to work with him. And even though he's running a business, we don't think like that. This is why I knew I was always different to a lot of people. Because let me tell you something. My little nephews that can tell you, they can vouch for me. I'm bringing them on jobs, and I've inspired them, you know, to where they say they're going to get older, save up and buy a van. And even, you know, I wanted to work with them, but I noticed that they're carrying some serious demonic spirits as well, so I had to park them up to the side. You get me? But I inspired them, and we was all going to buy at least 3 vans. And me and them was talking about this, and me and them was planning. We're going to buy 3 removal vans. And as soon as you lot get to a certain age, you're not going to get a license. And bearing in mind, these younger lot are like 16, 15, and I'm bringing them to work with me. And when I tell you my little nephew's got strength, they got strength. And when I told you, customers never looked at us funny to notice that there's 2 black boys turned up. And this guy, he's really short and stocky. What does he know about removals? A lot of them look at me like that. You get me? And then I bring my little nephews, and they're thinking, this guy's a young man. But when they see us execute the job, and I'm telling you, we're doing it proper, we're laying down the sheets. You get me? If they want us to plastic up their furniture and all of that, we're on point. To where they're taking our numbers personally and they're calling us for job. My little nephews can vouch for me. I'm a real businessman. My family can never say it. They can only go around and spread rumors and say that this person's crazy, this person's mad. Because guess what? The real person that was around them, that was showing them the ropes and letting them know that we all can make money together as a family. Them time they're fighting out the thing. And I didn't know that. I didn't know they wanted to die. They wanted to die poor, and serve darkness and go about stuff the wrong way and different way. I didn't know that there was fighting against people, making sure no one's better than them. I didn't know all of this was going on in the family. This is all madness to me. So when I'm finding out all of these things now, I just can't even believe it now. That it's been 2 years and I'm by myself. And what I was trying to get across to them, I'm now doing for my own self. And I've gone on a journey with God and I put God first, fam. And my life have never been better. And I'm telling you, the amount of time I've been through problems, van breakdown and this and that, I have to sit down and wait. Let me tell you something. God is good because I realize it's not even about the money, fam. It's never about the money. People are selfish and spiteful out here. And that's how my family was. They was all about the money. And they was going about it the wrong way. They're on trying to kill next family members and kill people, hold people down with witchcraft and all of them things there. That's selfishness and spitefulness. But at the end of the day, you'll never see none of them step up and say, they're going to do this for the family. They want to do this for the family. We had a chance to me and my brother had a chance to make a serious business and make our mum even retire. But like I said, it's a good thing. God knows everything in it. Like everything, life is a test, and he was tested, he failed. My whole family was tested. My mum failed. They all failed. So at the end of the day, they all turned against me for no reason. But just because what? Because man's a proper righteous man in the family, and I'm not on none of the darkness that they're doing. So they're thinking, yeah, we have to get rid of this guy. But that's not how it works. And when God says yes, no one says no. You got to respect. You got to put respect and give back power to where it's due. You get me? People are selfish and spiteful. Same thing like this woman on her journey right now. You lot, I know you lot come and you lot laughing. But every time I tell you lot about this woman that's on her journey. Listen, there's this woman on her journey, boy. I'm telling you. I'm talking about this is a real journey with the Most High God, you know. This ain't no play thing like a lot of these people are out here saying that they're on a journey or they're on a journey. Because they're on a journey with false gods and idols. You get me? I'm telling you that for now. But this woman, she don't know how to stay away from darkness, people. And it's setting her back massively because God is testing her like there's no tomorrow. You get me? Hey, God will test you in many ways to see what you would even do to help someone if it was hard times. And that's a... let me tell you something. This woman got bills, people. Yeah, debts, everything. We all have debts and bills to pay. The woman, people, she done a serious order, almost 2 bills. Almost £200. And listen to this, people. She's willing to put the order. And if you know what it is, people, you know, it's jolt things like perfume and all of them things there. She's willing to put that first before her bills. And complain when you have to leave it and leave it to a certain time to know you get yourself straight. Let me tell you something, people. You'll think that people are only selfish and spiteful to people. You have a lot of people that are actually selfish and spiteful to themselves. Oh, you have a lot of people out there that are actually selfish and spiteful to themselves. They're willing to put their needs before their wants, Aya. Oh my days. Listen. Sorry about that, people. You know, I'm going to have to pause their music there, you know, depending on my talk show. So, listen. She's willing to put her needs, people. I mean, her wants before her needs. And that's not how life works, man. Especially when you're on a journey of the Most High God and you're learning about money and how money is the root of all evil and how money and social media is something that will kill you faster than... Listen, money and social media is something that will send you to hell so fast that you don't even know it. You don't even know you're heading down that road. You get me? She's willing to put off her serious bills that she needs to pay for £200 once. And that's not how life works. Let me tell you something. In life, we always get tested, man. And one of the main things I've learned in life, let's put a driving job, for example. If you're doing a driving job, you definitely know you're going to need money for your petrol. You get me? You definitely know you're going to need money for your bills. You know your bills definitely come first, yeah? Your petrol money. And then you got your shopping money. Once them 3 days out the way, you know you're good. Because you got a roof over your head. You got your investment money. Because your petrol money is your investment money. Because you're using that to do what you need to do to make your bread. Yeah? And then you got your food money. So you're good. You got your shelter. You got your get to go. You got your green card. You get me? And then you got your food money. You got food to eat. You don't need nothing more than that. You don't need nothing more than that. You get me? Your wants is something that you buy once you come out of a situation where you know that you can pay your bills and have a nice time and enjoy yourself. And buy little things that you want and do your savings, obviously. But some people are not thinking like that. Some people know that they're in a state of a headless chicken. And they're still willing to put themselves in jeopardy, you know. Can you see how people are selfish to themselves and spiteful to themselves? See, a lot of people have the spirit and they don't even know they're carrying those spirit because they're not using their brain to think. And if you're not using your brain to think, you're not going to be able to rebuke those spirits, are you? You're not. You're not. But there's some people out here that literally, those spirits are not on them. And those are the people that people take the piss out of the most because they love to help people. They love to give. I've seen people out there that will give their last. They'll give their last and feel no way and laugh with you when the other person will be taking a piss out of them. So you can see people, these are spirits that people carry. These are spirits that a lot of people don't carry. You get me? But these days, you'll see you come into contact with people. You come into contact with people that are carrying that. You get me? And you'll notice you'll be having a conversation with them, and a lot of the time they're exposing themselves. That's one thing I like. I like when people are exposing themselves. They just can't hide it. The spirits don't hide. The same when someone is bad mind, red eye, jealous. These spirits are hide. Once you're living in righteousness and you're living by the light, these spirits show themselves to you. I don't have to open my mouth. I just stay quiet. I just listen. And when you do open your mouth and say certain things, even by the way you talk, these spirits show themselves to you. The dark can't hide from the light. And I find it funny a lot. Listen, I like to laugh, you know. I like to laugh. I don't let people's spirits make me feel scared or make me feel like some type of way. You get me? Because you need to know some people's spirits are strong. Some people's spirits outpower them sometimes. They can't handle it. Oh, God. Well, let me tell you something, people, man. It's a way of Proph Rye, man. You know, like, well, I'm just here to teach and speak. You get me? And like I said, man, people carry negative spirits in it. People carry selfishness spirits. And people carry spiteful spirits. And a lot of people are also spiteful and selfish to themselves. You get me? They don't hide. They don't hide, people. But apart from that, man, it's a boy Proph Rye, man. Stay blessed, people, man. One love. God bless.